Today is October 13th, 2017.
Today is October 13th, 2017.
And all I can think of is how excited I am that in exactly 1 year I get to marry the love of my life.
A year from today I'm getting married. We're getting married.
It's happening.
We got a lot to do before now and then, but I can't wait. Last time we were on the High Line was our third date. Our first date was Washington Square Park, then Governor's Island. Then we came here, walked the High Line, got some coffee, went to Half King and had some dinner, and she starts walking out into the street. She almost gets hit by a cab, so I grab her by her hand, pull her out of the cab, but it occurred to me that was the first time I held her hand. And I don't know if I was like stunned or in shock or anything, because then I start walking into the street and I almost get hit by a bike messenger. She grabs me, pulls me away from the bike messenger, and when she does, we spin around and she gets splashed by the bike messenger as it goes through the puddle, completely covered with mud and salty, gritty, warm water. Any other girl would be mortified, but you know what she does? She laughs. And then I started laughing, and then for the rest of the night we were pretty much laughing. And that's kind of been our relationship ever since.
Our first date was, we think it's July 7th, perhaps the 8th, but it was right after 4th of July, and we decided to go have coffee in Washington Square Park. So we went and got iced coffee, and we talked for like 4 hours.
Both of us had to pee, but neither of us wanted to tell the other person because we didn't want to end the conversation. So we basically sat right there on that bench for 5 hours and talked until finally the coffees were gone and we were like, I really gotta go to the bathroom.
I was thinking I had a really great date, and right when I got in the door he texted me, so I remember being really excited about that. And then not every weekend after that. It was the beginning of the end. But it was a great first date. I definitely knew that my relationship with Don felt different than any other relationship before, but it's not any one thing that he did or any one thing that I felt that I could say was particularly why it was different. It was.
I knew with Sarah it was different because she didn't play any games. I would text her, she'd text me back right away, and if I did something she didn't like, she'd call me on it. And if I did something she liked, she would tell me. It was almost like she was ready and looking for something real.
He was always so much more respectful and considerate and loving and genuine and very upfront, and everything just kind of seemed to work and be easy, and it just fit. And that's part of how I knew it was just right.
Which was amazing, to date in New York City and find somebody that is being genuine for once. I love that about her. Our first Halloween together, she was a flapper girl, and Mike and I were spy versus spy, and we went to Times Square and all the kids were like chasing us around with our bombs and stuff, and she just looked great.
And then the second year, we went to a really fun party in Brooklyn at Uhuru, and I remember Don found a spider ring and he put it on my finger and said, with this ring, I thee web. I think this one's a little bit better.
That was one of the things I love about her. It's her favorite holiday. It's one of my favorite holidays, and she always gets into it. And we've been doing it ever since.
We had a great time. And here we are, year 5, another Halloween, and he is now the Jarrah to my Sarah. It's only forever. It's not long at all. Try and go out. Sometimes we'll stay in, but I don't really care what we're doing. I just always want to be with Don because that's our night that I know that we're going out. That's not date night. It's like the night that we can go out and do anything with friends, or it could be a date night, but I don't care what we're doing. I just want to hang out with Don.
On a Saturday night, Well, Sarah likes to cook a home-cooked meal, and I want to go out and meet people and socialize. So typically what we'll do is we'll do both. Really, she'll cook, and then we'll go out, and then we'll have a good time. It's a lot of
just what to do, and I want to tell you so much. I love you. I'm crying already.
My backlog. Oh, I'm not alternating. Whoops.
It was Christmas. No, it was after Christmas. It was on New Year's. And we were on a rooftop, and the ball was dropping. We were all counting down. We kissed. We had a champagne toast. And I told her I loved her. And she said I loved you too. But I think that she was just saying that so I didn't feel bad.
I had known just a few weeks before that I definitely loved him too, and I almost slipped a few times and said it, but I was not going to say it first. But then he said it, and I said, well, I love you too. And then there was a moment where I wasn't sure if he actually said it or if I thought I heard him say it, and then I was like, oh my God, did he really say it? Because I just said I love you too, and it'd be really awkward if that's not what he said. But he did, and it was awesome, and it was snowing, and we were drinking, and it was the new year, and it was all downhill from there.
Tonight, we can no longer try. All the time that I cried,
I asked him, was it 6th or Union Square? He said, this is where we get off, which is not 6th Avenue.
Yeah, but in my head, when you said that, I thought you said, do you love me? And I said, yes, I love you. And what'd you say? That's what it was. What'd you say?
I said, this is where we get off.
I can't believe it, what I have become.
Was I ever afraid that I was going to lose her? I don't think so.
When it comes to our relationship, he's in it for the long haul, and so am I. This is forever, and there are going to be ups and downs, and we're going to not see eye to eye on certain things, but
We always had so much fun together, and we never really fight.
we're always going to discuss it and talk about our feelings and figure out a solution, and we always do, because this is it. We love each other and we want to be together, and we're always going to figure it out.
And if this really is for a fight box, we may never watch this video. But if you are fighting, I'm gonna look right at you now. Stop it. She's the greatest thing that's ever happened to you. She's the best part of your life. You love her. You're gonna marry this girl. Stop. So we walked to the Home Depot, I guess, and then
I think the question of what do you think marriage is going to be like is probably the hardest question that we've had so far. Everybody says that things shouldn't change at different stages in your relationship, and I don't necessarily feel that our relationship changed a lot when we got engaged, but it also kind of did, in that I felt tighter and closer to him, and we just had a tighter knit relationship. And I think that marriage is going to be the same thing.
I think it's going to be a lot of fun. If it's anything like it's been so far, we have a blast doing everything. I know it's going to be work, but I think it's the type of work that I love to do, that we love doing together, and she's worth it.
I think it's something that evolves. It's a next step in your relationship, but I think it has many layers, and I think it means something different for everybody, and that's what I think marriage will mean for us, and I think it's going to be awesome.
So when the time is right,
I'm going to be wearing a ring soon, and every time I look down, it'll remind me that she chose me.
time is right. Don't hold back. Doesn't matter who.
The countdown's begun. We're about just over 2 months away. It's getting real. It's really starting to happen, and I'm really excited. I can't wait.